Hello, and welcome back to Fate in Space. Jumping into chat with all the good, family-friendly folk. Hello.
Hello.
Greetings, one and
Nara
all.
has muted you.
Yeah. Could I have another aspect called Nara hits the mute button?
What's that do exactly?
It hits the mute button, but it's a lot cooler than just saying that I hit the mute button. Nobody loves being a rogue like I do.
You do a great job at it. I will firmly say if you were not in this group, these sessions would play out very, very, very differently.
Yeah.
Because you've hacked and gotten so much information they just would not have. They'd still be going forward, just they might not know why.
Feels successful.
Exactly. All right. Anywhoots, Dust, we remember where we left off.
On our way to a race.
Yeah.
Correct. We're going to the
After killing a man.
After killing a man. Well, did you?
And Ryder wanted to go to Howdy.
Did you kill a man though?
I mean, I gooed him up.
You did.
You didn't kill him. You just
didn't.
you were killer secondhand.
Yeah. You played out whatever plan you guys had successfully. But yes, precisely. Georgiana, you are currently headed to the Zeome sector, in which place there's going to be a rather large race. The full details are not currently being distributed, but that is very common for races like these. I won't say if it's above or underground. It is perfect preference for vagueness, Georgiana, because knowing everything going in...
Preference.
Exactly. It's not fun knowing exactly who's going to be there or how the race needs to take place.
Excellent. Oh, also, when you were AFK, I said, let's have a rematch, Aldris, from last time. I'm sure you're hungry for one, aren't you? Because, I beat you.
I mean, it's what I expected, to be honest.
Sad face.
I mean, your thing is racing, Georgiana. If you lost, it would have been more sad face.
I'm gonna
I
send.
guess. But Aldris was a very good competitor, so...
He's a fantastic racer.
I'm gonna send Aldris a private message.
Oh boy.
Oh boy,
And
it's
I'm like-
right. Don't you cheat for him. You're supposed to root for me, my cheerleader.
Georgiana makes eye contact with Nara, and she freezes like a raccoon in the dark. I was gonna offer to give Aldris a leg up,
Nah, it's fine.
but now that Georgiana's looked at me, I feel bad about it.
I can sense the intent.
I sent him a message that says, "Sorry, never mind."
Oh, that's the worst. You get a text, "Hey bud, hey, how you doing? Sorry, never mind." Okay.
Just my Discord picture is my reaction.
You have that
Just
even on
singing-
speed dial.
Just seeing looking at me over across the room like that with that little cinnamon toast face.
Both Meek and Aldris are looking at you like that right now.
I look away. I look out the window.
Shame. All right. I'll just say our group rather than pointing out a number because the ship is starting to not get full, but, well, there's bodies. So we have the 4 people that we rescued, Olin, Air, Millie, and Grassi. They are, we used a nicer word last time, I almost said in a hold. They're being taken care of. And as Olin told you, Ryder, once you drop them off, he can pay you. He just needs access to his money. And obviously we have Ball. I'll just say he's probably walking around the ship or just kind of waiting, maybe at the helm with you, Georgiana, just chilling, doing literally nothing.
Yeah. Oh, he's back in his little
Me?
thing.
Did you guys put him back in the cellar or just let him chill?
Yeah, I'm not gonna let a killing death robot walk around my ship.
I was going to be cool to let him walk around, but
He's
Same.
cool with either?
captain's orders.
I unlock the doors.
He can just walk out at some point if he wants.
We'll say you put him there and you unlock the door, but he just chooses not to walk out. He'll just
Yeah,
chill
that's
there.
fine.
Yeah, he'll look
That's
out.
fine.
He'll look out the window that Georgiana gave him.
Sounds good.
All right, and from a distance, Georgiana, you know that you will arrive at your location soon. You can see just out there on your map, there is a spot which effectively marks the Zeome sector. This whole area is fairly well known, if you are the right person, for races such as this. There's also a, we'll say, relatively mobile space station around this area. That's where Olin wants you to drop him off and the other 3. He said he can take care of them. Don't worry about it. Once again, he has the funds. He'll get everyone taken care of and sent back home, whatever they consider home to be.
Excellent. All right, I'll drop him off first.
All right, excellent. You weren't hailed or anything. You just see the space station. You're more than welcome to park. There are a ton of spaceships here of all types and varieties. So this is the location.
They didn't ask to clarify who we were or anything?
No.
So this is real low brow.
Effectively, yes.
No security? Anything?
Oh, there's security. So that's just it. There's
okay,
security.
I just want to make sure that there's something that I can do to cause trouble.
Right. Oh,
Okay.
always. So there is
All right.
security, but it is more so. How do I put this? It's one of those institutions you go to where you know not to cause trouble. Now, you can cause trouble. You can cause trouble, but there's very particular kinds of trouble they don't like. It's more of a collective respect for the person or people holding this general race. Basically, don't mess with them. Feel free to blow each other up on the track. They basically let you get your rocks off over there. Go nuts over there.
Okay.
But don't mess with us because we're the ones paying you. That'd be really silly to hit us up. You'd basically offend all the racers and all the other people here. You can do it. People have done it before. They've just died.
They've just died.
Well, I would love to, make some adjustments for the race.
Oh,
So.
there are plenty of things to mess with. Don't you mind?
Woohoo!
And yes, heading over to the station. Georgiana, you just kind of let them off.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. As the four of them gather what little things they have on them. Do you guys have I got almost murdered by a crazy death robot, and all I got was this stupid t-shirt.
No, we should.
I will try to make some.
Excellent.
They need to be the softest quality material imaginable so that they never take them off.
The four rescuees are provided with t-shirts. They wear them proudly. Who wouldn't want to be saved by Ryder and gang? The Kabuto is legend, after all. And as they head off, Olin kind of lets the three of them, all right, you guys go, I'll meet you over there. You see tons of people just walking around, moving about. The three of them are trying to stay close together. It's really easy to lose someone in this crowd. You guys are relatively close to the docking station for the Kabuto currently, so no current issue. There are some oohs and ahs from the distance. People are like, oh, is that the Kabuto? So there are some folk that are taking selfies with you guys from not you guys, but from the ship from a distance while you're offloading these four folk. And Olin meets with you, Ryder, before he departs and says, well, that wasn't so bad, was it?
No.
Alrighty, well, he kind of looks at himself and goes, shit, I don't really have anything on me, do I? Do you want to write down your information or something? I am good for the money. Hand me what you can. And he looks over his shoulder and says, there we go. Looks like there's a bank right over there. I'll send you the money post-haste.
I'll just walk over with you.
Sure. He motions for the other three to kind of follow, and everyone's staying relatively close. They walk through this crowd of people. You guys walk up to basically Space ATM, and he kind of pops in the information. It pauses for a second. A hand scanner pops out. He scans his hand. It pauses for another second. A retinal scan pops up. He does that, and then kind of cricks his neck. Types in the amount that is going to be transferred to you, Ryder. He then shows you the screen and your account. It is how much he said, and then some. And he smiles and says, would that be enough?
Yeah, that's good.
Excellent. I hope you don't mind. I have one small request before I leave.
What's up?
Yeah, besides thanking, the four of you monetarily, I'd like to shake everyone's hand. Just an official, from me to you.
Sure, you can go ask them if you can shake their hand.
Yeah, of course. He walks by you, Ryder. Then there's some folk that are looking at the, what's it called? That little drop down, lip from ships that you walk up. What are those things called?
Gate lift?
Gate lift is very specific like that. The gate lift. He walks up
Lift
and
gate. Lift gate.
Lift gate?
I'm
Lift.
that's backwards.
The other way.
Feels-
Lift gate.
That feels wrong.
the Stargate, yes, the lift gate. So you guys are relatively close. You're kind of checking people out, and he walks up and then looking at all of you, he shakes Liam's hand and gives him a kind of a nod. Ghost is watching. He kind of leans on and gives him a little pet. Walking over to you, Georgiana, he offers his hand and says, "It was a pleasure. You really are one of the better pilots I've seen."
You better believe it. And I'll very proudly shake his hand.
He smiles widely at that, walks by Bartholomew, gives him a pet, and goes over
My
to
good boy.
you, Aldris. He gives a little nod to Meek as he presents his hand to shake yours.
I'll shake his hand.
He smiles at that and says, "And you? Well, difficult to put into words, but you are a very interesting individual. Keep doing what you do."
I've heard that many times.
He smiles at that and he bends over to pet Meek. And then he goes over to Nara and says, "A ship is nothing without its mechanic."
Oh, that was good. I shake his hand.
He smiles and shakes your hand and says, "You really are quite good. How do you manage it? Ship seems pretty complex."
You know, I'm a pretty complex person.
He smiles, nods at that, and says, "Your name is Nara, correct?"
Yeah.
Excellent. And he kind of gives you a quick bow as he walks over to Ryder, and he gives you sort of a quick salute. The 3 of his companions are waiting, and he says, "Hope to see you all around relatively soon." But he looks at the 4 of you and says, "I'll be watching the races. Didn't come all this way for nothing."
I'd say wish me luck, but I don't need it.
No, of course. And,
Ooh.
well, needless to say, I will be betting on you guys.
Ooh. Good choice.
He nods at that, and then...
Can I talk to DM in Sneaky Room real quick?
Yeah, sure.
So I want to join the race, but I don't want Nara or Gigi to know instantly. Can you announce me as Rider X, and I'm gonna be like an all in black?
I can. The races are weird. This one specifically, I guess I'll spoil this for you. They'll know in a second. It's not a single race, it's a duo race. So each of you are racing 2-2-2-2-2. We have extra NPCs, so she can probably race with like Liam or Ball or something. So
I have like the Kabuto as my co-pilot. Like
that works.
I can kind of have like her take like a robot form.
All right, back to the room. All right, art thou ready?
Yeah.
No.
All right, excellent. As you drop the 4 of them off, they all wave happily at you. On a side note, the other 3 folk did, graciously like, thank you, seriously, you guys saved our lives. I don't think you understand. We were going to die. So they're very, very grateful for the 4 of you. And Georgiana, you know where you need to park the Kabuto in the, non-civilian section to get your racing bits ready.
All right.
And as you guys pull in, you see few other ships, but you notice this is this specific race is slightly smaller, we'll say. There aren't like 100 racers or anything crazy like that. Shoot, there aren't even 20.
Any competitors I might recognize?
I'll say there are 2 you might recognize.
Good or bad?
Define good or bad for Georgiana.
I want to kill them, or they were fun to race against.
Oh, okay. One of them is maybe a little spicy in the racing. The other one was just a good racer.
Okay.
The other one is maybe, while they're not the best, they're incredibly disruptive.
All right. Good to know. Good to know.
And as the 4 of you move over to registration, you very quickly learn that this is a duos race.
Ooh.
You must race with somebody else.
Me. Pick me. Actually, I'm not sure I'd be any good, but
I mean,
I like to be included.
My first thought was my boo. But then my second thought was, well, I'm trying to show the robot how fun racing is. But then the question is, do I want him to come with, or do I want him to participate against?
Good question. Let us ask, which of you will be participating in said race?
It's a good question.
Obviously you, Georgiana. Okay, Ryder wants to watch.
Aldris,
Huh?
are you participating?
Sure. Why not?
Alrighty. Nara. So, Georgiana, knowing what you know, I don't know if you want to take the Boo or Ball with you to have him be your co-pilot. Nara, who would you like to race with?
I'm thinking I probably want to take Ball.
That might make the solution easier.
Mm.
Also, Nara, you were considering earlier helping Aldris, so I guess the solution, this little puzzle almost solved
Wasn't
itself.
I? Wait.
Definitely not.
Did I say that?
No,
You
definitely
did.
not. You're just randomly texting.
No.
Oh my god.
Wait, hold up.
So right.
Are you
Did you
complaining? Did you
actually
actually
forget?
forget?
Yeah.
No, I genuinely forgot that I said that.
Nice.
I sent him another message and I'm like, haha, just kidding. Want to race?
Oh my god.
Booty call.
Same reaction as last time.
And then I text again and I'm like, is that a yes or a no? Please respond ASAP.
Sure.
As Nara turns to Aldris, who's 2 feet
Thumbs
away
up.
from her.
Yep.
Alrighty. So Aldris and Nara shall be racing together. Aldris at the helm, and Nara, the point of this race is indeed to have people like yourself. Someone to either man the guns or whatever may be on the ship. And
All right.
Georgiana, who are you taking for your co-pilot?
Oh, I really want to bring my boo.
Then do it.
No, I need to take Ball.
He needs a little fun in his life.
Yeah, I mean, we came here to give Ball some fun. Although I'm gonna have to tell him to strongly take my advice when I tell him to fire the gun.
Considering he's not raced before and is only aware of generally how it works, whatever you tell him to do, Georgiana, since he is not a player character, he doesn't really have stats like you guys do, or, a build, he will do what you tell him to do, basically. I might just use your shoot stat. So if your shoot's like 3, I think.
My shoot is 4. What are you talking about?
4. With that, we'll probably just, you shoot or you do whatever, and you'll just roll for him, probably.
Okay. I'm going to give Liam extra kisses since I'm not bringing him along.
All right. We will say if you were to ask Liam, he would have recommended, like, well, hey, you brought up the fact that, racing's cool, so why not bring Ball with you?
I mean, I probably will ask him.
All right, excellent.
After I've made my decision, just to make sure he's cool with it.
Okay, so to be clear on the mechanics of this, obviously this is a race. Georgiana knows what that means. They didn't mention anything about weapons, and you have a co-pilot, meaning probably use your weapons. So they're okay with that. Whatever you want to do, Aldous, of course, you're going to be in charge of flying and doing anything that can help you win, of course. We'll probably go in initiative order like we normally do. Anything we do, like stealthing, like anything, out of combat, you can create aspects for. You can theoretically play Fate and not fire a single weapon, or punch a single face if you wished. It could all be pure stealth or all pure dialogue if you wanted to. And every stat you roll could be whatever. So Aldous, if you want to create an advantage for something, you could say, oh, I want to create an advantage for, not probably Georgiana, because you're trying to beat her, for us. So maybe you would roll pilot. I would say, you need to beat a blank, you beat a blank, and then you can give yourself, you give yourselves a boost. Things of that nature. So if you think you need something rather than just punching over and over and over, because you'll never win that way, imagine this like a fight, but with racing instead. Yeah.
Does this mean that I could sabotage Georgiana's
you're trying to win. You're trying to win the race.
You bitch.
Wow.
Stop that giggling. Thank you.
Could I use my my special magic machine to boost my thrusters?
Your mech is literally designed specifically for you, Aldris. So your arcane, all that good stuff, your mech basically functions through all of that. It's unique to just you. I'd say you, Nara, basically put this thing together. You've stripped various mechs and enemies and such you've seen of parts that you actually consider decent. Most of them are kind of garbo. You guys have standards after all. So
beautiful.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and put the competitors down. All right, and to be clear on the mechanics of the actual race itself, there's going to be 4 official competitors. And I will reveal them in just a moment. But essentially, yes.
4 extra or 4 total?
6 total.
Small race.
Small race for a reason. We're basically going to race around this map. I'm going to be effectively counting how well you guys do with your pilot. That'll put you ahead or behind, etc., etc. I assume your racing rig looks like the bird, or does it look different?
No, it's basically the same.
Okay, and Georgiana?
Am I entering as myself or under pseudonym?
Up to you.
You know what? There's only 6 people here. Let's just go with myself. So it's going to be bright pink.
All right. Is it a rocket ship, or?
Yeah, rocket ship works.
Does it have any flair?
Of course.
Excellent.
It's still be sparkly, like space.
Like sequence?
Yeah.
Okay.
And glitter.
Okay.
Pain.
Oh my god.
What?
Glitter?
Yes.
Once it's
What
on.
point of loud and proud? Do you not understand?
Actually,
it's on forever.
in this particular case, I'm glad we're not partners.
Bitch.
Glitter we're enemies from this day forth
Oh no.
until the race is over.
I
And
love
then
you a
we'll be
smidge less right now.
Wait.
Good. That's exactly what I want.
You fall into her trap. Good job. Alrighty. Aldris, are you going under a pseudonym or any racer name, or are you just Aldris?
My brain doesn't work right now, so we're just going with Aldris.
Hell yeah. Alrighty. And as you guys pull up to the starting line, you look to your left and you see there are 4 other ships. And over the intercom, they shout out in just every language known to man and every other race and being out there. Whatever auto translator you have quickly and flips it to a language that you fully understand in space common, if you will.
Perfect.
And they go down the line introducing each racer. They say, first up in the wonderfully sleek Blackbird, we have Aldris. And hailing from the same Kabuto, yes, that Kabuto, riders group, we have Georgiana in her pink rocket with, is that sequence and sparkles I see? Ooh, very loud and very proud.
Can I send Georgiana like a voice message?
You can.
Oh no.
Not a voice message, just a video. Just I'm just sticking my tongue out at her. Nothing else.
Is it just a gif of you just going, yeah?
Wow.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'll get you back for this, bitch.
The
No.
Nah, you probably won't.
she'll just give me the doe eyes the next time I see her.
After she cleans the smog off her glasses.
Works every time.
Those stupid doe eyes. Damn it.
You're like trying to do the smolder, but you're covered in so much grease. She's like, what expression are you making? I'm also very sad that her mic is killing like all of her laughter. I cannot wait to give her this mic because it will pick everything up. Anyway,
Melanie's.
whenever she laughs, I'm pausing for her to laugh. I'm sure for you guys, you just hear silence. She is laughing.
Aw.
I hear her through you. Most
Yeah,
of
that
the
makes
time.
sense. Yeah, it's just
Cute.
depressing. Anyway, next to Georgiana, a ship pulls up. This is the one that you've raced against before, Georgiana. They do not race dirty. They're not as good as you, of course, but they're pretty good.
So this is the fun one.
This is the more fun one, the Star Streamer. And up past Georgiana, we have the Star Streamer. They dropped out of the last few races, but, well, we do believe their new design should be ripping and raring to go for this race. And their ship is very needle-shaped and has two wings that are made of multi-headed spikes that sort of fan backwards.
Could I run a quick scan on everybody else's ships?
Depends what you want, of course.
I just want to know if they have any hidden stuff up their sleeve.
Like weapons?
Yeah,
Oh, of course they do. You don't
but
even
I
need
want to
scan
know
for
what
that.
kind.
Sure,
I wanna
of course,
know
yeah.
what kind. That's really what it is. I want to know how I can combat it.
We'll do this. Since you guys are all close by, as I reveal them, roll your hack skill, and then we'll see what we get from there.
I should have experience against weapons, right?
Very much so. Unless they've gotten a new ship, like the Star Streamer has. So, this is not public information technically, but Georgiana, you don't know this. Scanning their ship, Nara, you can tell that everything seems to be in line, lasers, missiles, all that good shit. Except something interesting you notice about their wings, it's that they're not just wings. These tentacled spikes that kind of curve, they look very rigid, but you can tell in their design that they're actually probably just for show. They're meant to, like, not necessarily detach, but like fan out and probably grab onto other ships or spear other ships, or
So like
get them out of a-
grappling spears.
Sort of, yeah. So if they were to like flatten against the body of the ship, the Star Streamer would be a giant just needle, basically.
Okay.
And then the next one is known as Jumbo's Jolly Jammer.
Humiliating.
Very. This one
Sounds like candy, appetizing.
is a very long ship with two twin boosters. It is headed by a massive, opened mouth, smiling face. It's very
Creepy.
emoji looking. It's kind of creepy. It has small, beady little eyes, and the two pilots are in each eye, and the massive mouth is just glowing with light. It's like, This
Can
is
I
the
give
one
it googly eyes?
you may definitely attempt to give it googly eyes.
That's the one I hate.
Perfect.
This is the one. No one likes this guy. No one likes Jumbo's Jelly Jammer.
He gets googly
What a
eyes.
shock.
I'm not even trying to be stealthy about it because I don't know how many people know about my stuff.
All right, excellent. You cast this, and they definitely notice it, but they're not sure how to like dispel it. So you can't hear them, obviously. But from here, you can kind of see, around the corner, Aldris. They're like whacking against the window, like, "What the hell? What is this shit?" And
Nice.
they begin introducing the Jolly Jammer.
This is mental warfare.
Precisely. And you can tell instantly that you do not want to be caught in the mouth of this thing. You're not entirely sure what's going on there, but it ain't happy. It ain't pretty. It also has various like claws and such that can like come out of the cheeks that will probably grab onto you and pull you into the mouth. Other than that, standard weaponry.
So by not wanting to be in the mouth, do you mean like it would crush us and eat us?
That or like disintegrate you.
Oh,
You're not sure if
that's
the
a
mouth
little
can-
different.
Yeah, you're not sure if the mouth can close. It's a big like happy D face, like the D emoji basically, and just a giant. It's just open and it's a glowing with just a rainbow of color on the inside.
All right.
Very peculiar looking. And next that pulls up is an entirely smooth dark chrome floating ball, and this sphere kind of like and just floats and kind of and then stops.
So it's like, is it like the off-brand version of ball?
No, we'll just call this one sphere. This one's known as the flare. You can tell. What are they called? That the kids' toy, those like Bakugan brawlers, where you like throw them and they like unroll those things, like they have little arms and such. But they start off as a ball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those are past my time. I never had one. But this thing is.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah, those like yeah, I remember the McDonald's toys. This is basically that. It has like parts that unfold from the sphere, and in whatever way it can interfere with the enemy. You've not seen the ship before, Georgiana. It is literally just a giant dark chrome sphere.
I'm fascinated.
In fact, moving near it, I don't know if this, frustrates you in any way. You are not reflected in this sphere. You see no pink. In fact, it's not reflecting anything around it at all.
I'm a little annoyed.
It absorbs your beauty. At an old-time racer with a new ship, we have the Flares, sporting a very snazzy-looking sphere this time around. Last but not least, Nara, you attempt to hack into this individual as they're driving, quote-unquote, their ship up, and there's nothing to hack into. Well, there is.
Wait.
Yes?
Wait.
Yes.
Go on, but slowly.
The only thing that you can really see upon trying to feign-dangle with their jangle is the fact that there are people in it, and there's probably technology in it, but it's really, really rudimentary. Incredibly so. Maybe this frustrates you, but as it kind of pulls out of its little docking station, you can instantly tell why you're unable to hack this boy. And that is because good old Gazork Ilab is a massive, armored, multi-segmented, chubby slug.
Ew. I don't like that at all.
It is not a ship. There's no technology.
It's a creature?
It's a massive space slug.
Oh my god. You're right. I think that's disgusting. That needs to be destroyed immediately.
Upon closer inspection, you can see, Nara, that there is a semi-translucent sphere that's basically embedded into this thing's forehead, and that is where the pilots are residing.
Oh my. Is this like animal slavery?
You're not sure. It's not pulling the ship, it is the ship.
I'm about to throw. Before? You know that scene in the live action not Cruella, sorry, 101 Dalmatians?
Yes.
They throw red paint on the fur coats.
Indeed.
That's what I'm going to do to this slug.
I'm actually not sure how that translates. Are you going to throw something on it or like kill it?
No, I want to make a statement. That's all.
I'm very intrigued on how this statement is going to function.
So you're going to tag it?
No.
Let's leave that up to mystery. We shall indeed find out.
It's because how do I know that slug is willingly involved in this?
You have no idea.
It just doesn't seem right.
Considering it's going to be shot at, that is a very fair assessment. Already, and they're seemingly done introducing all the various racers and say, it seems we have a last-second entry, and well, despite some debate amongst the refs and I back here, we've decided to let them race. And they're going under a very particular name, known as Rider X.
Captain!
I'm gonna hack it anyway. Damn! Can I do it? Can I use a fate point to make it a 4?
What are you trying to hack into exactly?
I want to know what he's doing.
I'm gonna try to radio the captain too.
Okay, does this do anything?
We're like beep 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 beep.
Yeah, what's up?
What are you doing in this race? I thought you were gonna race.
I'm sitting in the stands. I don't know what you're talking about.
I angrily slammed down the button. Liar!
I use
Doesn't
a fate
matter.
point to
Okay.
make it a 4.
While you're doing that, Ryder, I'm not sure what you're trying to figure out, Nara, but Ryder, go ahead and roll me a notice.
I feel like he should get a boost for this because he should expect it coming.
Well, you don't technically need to boost it, Nara, if you don't want to. You can keep it a 4. You only got a 1.
Well, I just think Rider X seems awfully suspicious. I want to know what's going on. Does he have anything special on it that I should know about?
It has various weapons, of course.
God,
Nothing.
this is so suspicious, but go
Nothing
on.
you've personally worked on.
You don't know about this ship, all right?
I don't like it when you keep secrets from me, Captain.
These all seem to be relatively
Is it
new
the
parts
Kabuto?
that were possibly purchased semi recently. I would say that the ship was probably put together, potentially using funds.
When
that were
did
recently
he
acquired?
have time to do this? That's fine. I'll
That is indeed a
accept
question. Alrighty.
The man has hobbies, okay?
it. My bad.
I'm just gonna say it looks like a spaceship hybrid muscle car.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay. Alrighty. And with that, I do indeed believe we are ready to race.
I'm gonna open comms on Gigi's thing.
Yes.
You know, how else do you think I got around before, you joined?
Oh, you were a racer. I've never heard of
No.
Rider X before.
But I'm a good pilot. I didn't have a pilot before you, so
All right, we'll see, Captain. They know pilot better than me.
Alrighty. Essentially, how we're going to do this is we're going to go in combat order, but this first thing that happens is going to happen simultaneously.
The awkward moment when Gazorp wins the race.
Zork will try his absolute hardest. He is indeed ready. You're not really sure how this propulsion system works, but, well, maybe you don't want to see. Who knows?
Which one am I going after? Was it Jumbo's Jolly?
But Jumbo's Jolly Jammer is the big face. He fights dirty.
Okay.
Entirely up to you. And a sphere of light comes down, is currently black, reflecting nothing. And it starts red. Begins to glow brighter and brighter. It turns yellow. A lighter shade of yellow. Everyone readies their engines. And suddenly, it turns green and we're off. Just like any fight, you guys can fight if you wish, or you can just race while everyone's trying to shoot at you. HP and all those things are very much going to be a thing, so if you wish to, you can 100% do that. You can, you know, Georgiana, you are very much used to this. You can just shoot people down if you want. If you do indeed do that, they are out of the race and you can beat them. So as your first action, of course, hard to fight someone considering you guys are in a line, but you're more than welcome to do so. I don't normally ask for initiative, but I think I will this one time. Technically, notice is the initiative stat.
Notice, huh?
Yes, because it's basically whoever notices the thing go off first, and they react and go.
Do you want me to roll it?
Yes, please. Everyone roll me notice, and whoever gets the highest will be going first. Okay.
I'm using a big point.
Aldris.
Are you sure?
Bump it up 2.
Okay.
What happened
there, Gigi?
Point to
Thought you were a
reroll.
good pilot.
Gosh, you. There's no way in hell I wouldn't miss this. Okay, you know what? I actually might.
Oh
Rip.
no!
All right. Well, that means that's technically
That
fine.
sucks for us.
That's technically fine. He went from a 0 to a 1. So he got higher.
His ship shoots out some black smoke.
Alrighty.
Change
So,
your spark plugs.
Georgiana, because both you and Ryder have a 3. I know this is silly, but go ahead and roll me pilot now to see who wins the tiebreaker. 2.
Oh no! It's
6.
It's gonna be one of those days.
To make things easier, I'm just going to put you guys in turn order.
Yo, boy's fast as fuck.
Boy! All right, let's put you guys in. All
muscle car, damn it.
right, so Ryder, light turns green. What do you do?
I'm just zipping off.
You're zooming. All right, roll me pilot. All right, I'm basically going to add to your guys' like height, and that's effectively going to be your like racing status. Georgiana,
Wow.
you just zooming forward.
Rip.
Yeah.
All right, you got the zoomies. Aldris,
Yes.
excellent. As we do, I just hit the die. Oh, you can throw the dice. I forgot about that. Get out of here, kids. Nobody
Wow.
wants you. I know, right?
My poor dice.
My poor dice. Okay. This is slightly awkward. All right, we'll just have all them roll and kind of see how this ends up. Oh, buddy.
Poor Jumbo Jolly Jammer.
Oh, buddy. Alrighty, and with that, the race begins, and everyone essentially agrees with you guys. They would like to just get to going.
It's usually the best decision.
The Jolly Jammer just kind of like and just shoots forward. The flare, various like metal bits kind of shoot out from it and unfold. You see essentially a jet engine just like reveal itself from the behind. It starts like flying forward, and this jet engine sort of like folds into itself. And then it just uses its propulsion to keep going. The Star Streamer, well, you've seen this move many times before, Georgiana, and it kind of just like shoots off. And then Gazork sort of just like splorches something at its backside and just jets forward. With the race begun, the dice says, Aldris, as you see everyone boost off, what do you do?
Can I just put like a rock wall in front of someone?
You very much can. Also, on this note, you can have Nara act before you if you wish, and then you can act after.
Sure, if she wants to. You want to do something, Nara?
I wanted to create an advantage to stall their engines so they can't move around the rock wall.
Oh, sure. Yeah, go for it. All right, you very much did that. So we'll go ahead and say stalled engine. That's going to have 1 free invoke. Here, I'll just keep you guys in this line rather than going around the arena because I just remembered. Yeah, not your fault at all. I just remembered with invokes and such, this is going to be an absolute nightmare. So she effectively is going to be slowing this fool down, which is leaving you open to, if you wish, of course, drop a rock wall in front of them.
Of course.
All right.
Screw that guy.
Screw that guy. He's lame, and no one likes his ship. Let's all make fun of him. All right, so he has the stalled engine. Go ahead and roll me your good stuff. This is not an attack. This is you creating an advantage, right?
My rolls are so good today.
Alrighty,
I guess
excellent.
I'll use the stalled engine.
So it is indeed still there, just not free. What's going to happen is we have a rock wall. All right, he's going to have to basically use or do something to get over that before actually moving forward, as a giant wall of stone is pulled from... You guys are in space, so this is pulled from... And this is intentional, by the way. To set the scene, if you guys recall from last time, the Zeome sector is basically the epicenter of 2 planets that just got rammed into each other. So there is stone, there is pieces of civilization floating about in space, carnage, other races, other things just floating around. If you go to pull stone or metal or what have you, it's probably going to be here. That is indeed why they host races here. All right, so after you did that, I'm going to go ahead and just take control of Mr. Good old Jumbie, and I'm going to have him do an overcome roll to get past the rock wall. Only a 2, not good enough. So I'm going to say what's going to happen to him rather than him moving forward. Him and his stalled engine and this rock wall are kind of like, and you very clearly slowed him down, Aldris. He's going to use his second action to fully get around it, whereas he normally uses his second action to fly forward and add points to his score. So he's going to be able to fly around it, but you basically ate one of his actions. So that's excellent. All right, so that is Jumble's Jolly Jammer. Dice says, Georgiana.
So, Ball, here's the thing about racing. We just want to go as fast as possible. If that means shooting someone down, obviously the intent is not to murder, it's just to injure.
As you said, shoot someone down, you could hear your tracking systems like, do-do-do-do-do-do. Then you said, don't murder it. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
I should aim for Gazork.
All right.
Hit something vital in that engine or something.
Alrighty, so considering this is your ship, Georgiana, I'm just going to have you roll. Go ahead and roll shoot.
Ooh.
Ball takes control of the cannons, and he just fires 3 quick streams of energy at Gazork, and the worm just kind of it does like the inchworm, but in space. It's like, whoop, you're not really sure how. It's like, it's not pushing off anything, and it's like nice wavy motion, completely avoids all 3 shots.
Gonna burst out laughing. Nice dodge!
He's not entirely sure how to feel about this.
Not pilot. Moving forward.
Yep, moving forward. All right, so Georgiana takes a very quick lead after trying to shoot at Gazork, but unfortunately, she made him a little wiggly. So with that, he can see that you are trying to take the lead. Gazork is going to go ahead and try to boost himself forward. Not so great. He'll go ahead and just use that boost, which will bring up to a 4.
Hey, I have a question.
I have an answer.
You said that it was a slug?
It's a giant armored space slug with a crystal in its forehead, and the people are piloting him from inside the forehead.
You know, I just don't think this is
Kosher?
cruelty-free or kosher.
Probably.
It won't be.
Probably none of those things. The slug has you in its sight, Georgiana, as you take the lead, and it kind of... It begins to charge up this mucus, and it fires this globule of just junk at you. Go ahead and roll a pilot to avoid. Sticky gunk is going to be
Wait, what happens if I tie it again?
So basically, well, realistically, you rolled a -3, so you'd probably just re-roll that. But all I'm doing is creating an advantage on you. Sorry. If you tie, then I get a boost. So either I boost myself or I put this on you.
Leave as is.
So you're now covered in sticky gunk. It's not awful. It's not terribly slowing you down, but you do indeed get the feeling that this could mess with you. Ryder.
Gonna pilot.
Scooting forward. Okay. All right. And your co-pilot, what are they doing?
So the people that have things next to them, that's the people that got attacked, right?
Correct. Yes.
And the number above is how far they are.
I'll say as long as you're within like 10 or so of somebody, you can still reach them.
I'll have my co-pilot fire at Gazork. Not like damage, like trying to like slow it down.
Okay, so there's basically two things you can do. You can either create an advantage or attack. So basically, whenever you guys say you're doing something, just frame it with one of those so we know what we're doing.
Right before I click the shoot to do the rock thingy, can I tell my co-pilot to do it?
Very much so.
Hey, Kabuto, lock on that boulder right in front of us.
That's exactly what I said.
Cheating. That's cheating.
I said it.
Of course, Ryder.
Unless she's inserted herself into a detached mech or something. That's cheating.
I knew it.
Alrighty, on a tie there, you both rolled a 4, so this gives you a boost, Ryder.
Acceptable.
And to keep things fast, I'm not going to name the boost because boosts are always something good to, well, boost yourself. Normally you'd name it, but rather than thinking of a spicy term every single time, it's a race. I feel like it's going to slow things down. Race goes fast, not slow. Also, to reiterate what I said before, amongst the players, whoever is the furthest behind will go first, then we'll go in ascending order. So Aldris, you're at 2. After these two go, you'll go, then Ryder, then Georgiana. That way the person in last has a chance to mess with the battlefield before everybody else gets to go.
Smart.
All right, we're going to have I get inspiration from board games that we play. And guess what? They're balanced. Shit, we usually.
Usually.
Yeah. All right, the flare being horribly behind is going to attempt to catch up. Welp. It rolled a 1, so that's really sad. Seeing that it's very, very far behind, it's just going to double boost, go forward, and no one's going to watch that because it's depressing. And then the Star Streamer.
Ooh.
Hey, if I roll bad, that means it's an easy race for y'all.
I mean, true.
Yeah, the Star Streamer will go ahead and jet forward and kind of like, whoop, 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 and it sees a rider already firing off, and it's going to go ahead and try targeting you, good sir. The Star Streamer is going to attempt to like fly up beside you, and this is going to be creating an advantage. Roll me pilot to avoid my 4. Mr. Rider. Another tie. This will boost for Star. As they got close to you, the tendrils that is their wings kind of lashed out at you, but they were unable to actually make a connection. You can tell they were trying to do, well, something. Somewhat unscrupulous. Jumbo is wonderfully in last place, but I will have Aldris go first. What do you got, bud?
I gotta catch up, so I'm just gonna boost.
All right, boost it up.
Nice.
Nara.
Hey, Aldris.
Uh-huh.
Would you rather me sabotage the new people or our own flesh and blood?
Ryder and Georgiana are in the lead, so...
You know what I really want to do?
What do you really want to do?
I want to put salt on that slug.
Slug murder.
It just feels wrong. All right, I'm going to hack into the mindscape then.
All right. All right, I was going to say the difficulty on that was just a 2, so we don't succeed with style. We just regular succeed. What are we trying to boost on Mr. Aldris exactly?
You know, in the Fast and the Furious,
There's a lot of those.
Little NOS things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want like 4 of those
Okay.
to be used at important intervals.
So we now have that. We'll go ahead and have the enemy go next, and we'll just say, Mr. Jumbo's Jolly Jammer, I do think it is your turn to boost yourself forward. Good sir, you are at 1. There we go. Now he's at 5. Okay, he's mostly caught up. He has a stalled engine issue, though, and he'd really, really like to get rid of it. So I'm going to go ahead and have the mechanic attempt to get rid of that. And he just has to roll a 2. He doesn't do that, so instead he's going to completely waste his turn and cry, because that's just depressing. Oh, the Jolly Jammer? Boom, down you go. Alrighty, next up, Ryder, what do you got?
I want to go fast.
You want to go fast, okay.
I guess I'll boost it.
It's a side note. If you boost, that gives you +5. Is that what you want?
Si, senor.
All right, si, senor. Ryder quickly around Georgiana and slightly takes the lead. He has one more action. What will you do?
I want to shoot a flare, like a flash bang at a Gazork.
Good old Gazork. All right, you're going to try to flashbang my big worm. And again, you are met. He matches you 4 on 4.
I'm really impressed with this Gazork.
This Gazork is just, I mean, he's doing decently. So you get another boost, my friend.
Kabuto, I think we need to start aiming for someone else.
That, or we can aim preferably for the eyes. On that note, Gazork is going to go ahead and attempt to go next. He sees you blasting, good Ryder. Go ahead and give me a pilot roll, as he's going to also fire his phlegm at you with a 4.
Is this for damage?
This is for create an advantage. Alrighty, do you wish to avoid that in any way? You have a 3 against his 4.
That's fine.
As he covers the backside of your mech in sticky, sticky goo. Georgiana.
All right. I'm gonna fly first.
Holy shit! You just rolled +4 and 4. That's an 8. All right, that's as good as you can possibly roll.
All right, and then my lollipops time. Cool mint, root beer float, and birthday cake. You create like a super dense ice trail behind me, so anyone who gets near it, because it'll also spread out, because that's just how particles go.
Okay.
They're gonna stick to whatever goes through them. They're super tiny, so no one's going to assume they're dangerous, right? So they're gonna stick to whoever passes through them, and they're going to explode it and blind them.
Okay, this is for everyone behind you?
Yeah, everyone behind me.
So this is going
You're
to be
gonna
basically
pay for that.
This is going to effectively be an area effect.
Yes.
All right. That's going to be incredibly difficult. So rather than it being an AoE, which we just know won't succeed because everyone's going to roll against it, instead we'll just create an aspect for the zone. Georgiana, as you pull up ahead into first, as Ryder mentioned before, a massive chunk of the planet is floating through. It is and drilled through in many different ways and many different angles. And we know that we have to indeed fly through it. There are various checkpoints that you must hit, and one of them is inside this husk of the planet, effectively. As you begin to enter, you sort of shoot off this ice that you know everyone's going to have to fly through. How accurate it is, we will find out momentarily. So go ahead and roll me your appropriate skill, and I will say, before you roll, in order to get all this to work, to hit everyone, I'm going to require them. So this is really good, Georgiana.
I mean, it doesn't have to hit everyone.
Well, here, we'll make this deal. We can do one of two things. You can either aim it at particular people, and we'll do the usual AoE, or we can make it basically be a scene aspect that is just like ice field, and anyone getting past it will just have to do not an active, but a passive +2 pilot roll just to get past it. But that's going to be literally everyone. Or you can aim it at certain people, and they'll just do their standard passerby.
Wouldn't the scene aspect be better?
Yeah, definitely. It's just you need to roll higher. You need a 4, to be clear.
How goes my luck today?
I don't know. You just rolled an 8. Is that all your luck?
Yeah, but I've also been rolling 1s too. The thing is, it's probably gonna just disappear after a couple, 2 or 3 people go through it. So
I'm gonna leave it there until everyone basically gets 220.
Oh, it'll just last.
It's just gonna, unless someone shoots it, it's gonna stay there.
I'm gonna do the aspect. Am I doing shoot or something else?
You're shooting. So yeah. While you did indeed get it, the sticky gunk you find is starting to kind of get in your way, and it's going to lower your roll to a 3. If you wish to use a fate point, you can do that.
You bastard!
You can do that and succeed.
All right, I'll bump it up.
I'm actually going to go ahead and completely remove the sticky gunk as you bump that back from a 5 to 3, back to a 5. Effect what's going to happen is the ice is going to just freeze off all the sticky gunk that was starting to kind of like blorp into your guns and cannons and such, and you just completely shoot it off. So anyone past behind you basically has to make a roll to get past it until they get to 20. It is a low roll, but all the same they have to.
All right. And while I'm doing this, I'm just going to be blabbing to Ball. See that? Tactics, Ball. Just keep watching. It's going to be awesome!
All right. He's helping you with the aiming on that. So the Flare and the Star Streamer are going to go next. We'll go ahead and have the Star Streamer do their thing. You are too far ahead, so they're not going to... Well, let's say we'll have them roll first, see if they can potentially catch up. That's a 4. So they're at 10. They are still technically not close enough. You know what? Let's fragging use that and bring them up to 12. And as they begin to move forward, they'll once again need to beat your 2 or suffer the ice field. So when I say beat, it actually has to beat 2. So that's an overcome roll. If you tie, you succeed at a minor cost. Otherwise, well, you succeed. I'll go ahead and have the Star Streamer just take 1 physical stress on their hull to get past that. That'll be the minor cost that they pay. They're piloting through this ice field, and they're like, screw it, and they just kind of like ram into various things. And as they target you, Georgiana, you find that they're actually attempting to shoot at you. Go and roll me pilot to dodge. This is damage. Not today. That's going to be another boost for Star. Alrighty, and then the flare. As their bits and their parts kind of unfurl, they're going to also boost forward. +3, they're now at 8. And they're just going to boost twice. And then see if they can get past your ice field. Of course. Well, they completely failed, so I'm just going to subtract 1. As they get stuck basically in the ice field and slowed down. All right, back at the top of the order. Mr. Aldrich, are you back?
Speed.
It's time to push it to the limit.
Time to roll 4 negatives.
Is this the NOS moment?
All right, do you wish to use the NOS?
Sure.
Alrighty, that'll bring you up to a +5. You're now at 8. And Nara, if you want, you can poke the super NOS speed and give it more juice to help him in the future. And of course, the more Saxus has, the more other things you can do.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. That should just be your usual. Ooh, okay. This is going to give it, where is it? Super NOS speed. 2 free invokes.
No.
So that'll save you some turns as Aldrich boosts forward. All right, who is in last? Good old Jumbo's Jolly Jammer with his stalled engine. All right, again, needs to beat a 2, and he does. He's going to get past your ice field. He's also going to have issues with the stalled engine. Cool, he removed it. All right, that was one of his actions, and his other one's just going to be fly forward. And of course, that's the lowest roll. He's still very behind. All right, Ryder.
Obviously, I'm going to boost that because that's garbage.
Okay. All right, go ahead and also just roll me a flat pilot to see if you can get past the ice field. Beat a 2. And you did. All right, no issues. All right, what is your second action?
Kabuto, pretty much, I'm trying to melt off that goo off my thing.
Go ahead and roll me shoot, and we need to completely remove it because it has a free invoke on it, so we need to beat a 3. Oh my god. Okay, so much for... Jesus!
Whoa.
All right, you just blast this goo off your ass as you jet forward, Ryder, completely annihilating it. My god. Okay, that was...
Thanks, Kabuto, for getting that off.
No problem, Ryder. I was also able to reconfigure our boosters.
That sounds gravy.
Meaning, because you beat something by a shit ton, you also get a free boost for that. Gratsu. All right, because you targeted no one, they're going to go ahead and attempt to move forward. All right, who is in last? Gazorpazorp. Glibzork, I believe in you, dude. EK! There we go. +4. All right. Moving up.
Like
then try to get
slugs
past-
move particularly fast. I'm not sure why they chose this option.
I mean, he's +13. He's doing pretty good.
Plus, okay, all right.
you say from behind, Nara. He's not doing so good. I don't know why he's so far ahead of us, but I'm not impressed.
I also kind of feel like as a space slug, he can probably pick up speed and just like move like a barge.
Indeed.
Once he's going.
He's going to start like an accordion, like basically like buffing himself. It doesn't do what he wants it to do necessarily, so he's only going to go forward 1. But he was attempting to boost himself and failed. Georgiana.
I assume I'm seeing lots of fireworks behind me, right?
You're seeing lots of fireworks, all your ice shot up behind you, and now you're flying through very tight corridors of stone.
Tight corridors of stone. Can I do some sticky webs everywhere?
You very much can, yes.
Ball! I don't care which direction! Sticky webs everywhere!
All right, he says, understood. And you start... same song and dance. We blast that off, and we'll say there are indeed webs between this general area. Is that to move forward? +3?
Yeah.
So I'm going to put webs seen at the bottom, just to know that's indeed what's happening. You finished, so the Star Streamer and the Flare.
Nice ice.
Should you put the ice like a +10 to say where it's located? Because it's irrelevant once everyone gets past it.
Correct.
So are you saying the ice has a price?
Yes.
That's nice.
Webs would be, I guess, what, +22?
All right,
Okay.
The Flare has finished. They just basically double boosted. That middle roll was them trying to get past your ice, and I know I need to remember to keep doing that. Star Streamer will start with getting past your ice. They will succeed. And then, let's see, Star Streamer is going to go ahead and first shoot forward, which they indeed do. They are going to fire off something at you, Ryder. Roll me pilot. This is to create an advantage against you. I rolled a 0.
No, you're not allowed to.
You're probably good.
Whatever.
We both rolled like shit. Excellent. All right. So I completely failed. That's what happened. I just fail. Alrighty. Aldris.
So he has a bunch of invokes, right?
He has 2 stacks of Super Nos. Yes.
All right. Who's directly in front of us?
Directly in front of you would be Gazork.
Stupid slug.
He is just he is gyrating and just blorking forward.
Now's my chance. I would
Blorking?
like he's wearing armor though, yeah?
Yes.
I would like to shoot salt at him.
Okay.
So that he starts shriveling.
This is for damage or to create an advantage?
I'll create an advantage by shooting salt at them.
Sure.
So that we can get past them.
Rolling your craft skill.
Damn, I'm gonna re-roll that one.
You beat me. I rolled a 0.
Wow.
Nice.
All right.
So
well,
that is a we'll just say salt spray. So that can be invoked later if you wish. Currently, he's kind of like covered in salt, and while he does have armor on, you can tell he's definitely perturbed by this, so this is indeed effective. Aldris, what will you do?
More speed.
More boosto. All right, 2. Are we adding the +2 from the Nos?
Of course.
Alrighty. So we got +4.
One day I'll roll a shitload of positives instead of a million negatives.
You're gonna get there. I promise you're gonna get there. Alrighty. Scooting on forward because you decided to shoot my Gazork. He is frustrated, but he cannot. Well, he can fire backwards, just not too effectively. First, we're gonna roll to overcome the ice, which we do indeed succeed in. He's going to boost himself forward with a 3. And then, targeting the person directly in front of him, he pulls up like side to side with you, Ryder. And you can sort of see like salt particles around him. Just ahead of you guys is this planet they're trying to get into. And he is once again attempting to create an advantage on you by firing like a web of ooze as he's like squeezing himself and trying to like get his gunk on your funk. Roll me pilot to dodge my 3. Alrighty. Once again, it is indeed just some goo.
That's fine.
Either he or somebody else will have to take advantage of it. So it ain't great. Definitely could be worse. Speaking of Ryder, what do you do, good sir? First, roll me pilot to get past Georgiana's ice field.
What do I have to beat?
2. All right. If you don't beat it, you take 1 damage, but it's just 1.
Fine.
All right. Now you have your 2 actions. What do? You got some goo on you and your boost.
I'm a fly.
Like an eagle. There's your good roll. +6. You almost take the lead as you burst off into this planet, Ryder. You no longer have to deal with the ice, but now there's webs in front of you.
Wait, can I use my boost?
You very much can, yes. And with a quick oomph of gas, you just barely take the lead past Georgiana, and you still have your 2nd action.
Like, this is not going to affect Gigi because she's, like, pretty close right behind me.
Right.
Pretty much, like, right as I passed her, I shot it out. Pretty much like a minefield, but they're, like, grenades, kind of. So if you hit them, they're going to blow up.
Okay. Is it aimed at anyone in particular, or just kind of this whole area?
No, just, like, whoever tries to drive past it.
Okay. I'll just add a random aspect, and whoever rolls the lowest gets hit by it. Go ahead and roll me shoot. And to appropriately drop these, you need to beat a 3. All right. If you wish to boost that with your fate point, you're more than welcome to do so.
It'll fizzle for now.
All right. Well, let's have the boys try moving forward. Jolly Jumbo. I do feel like he's not really using his funk. He'll just double. Oh my god, he's just stuck in like last place. I rolled 2 times, got a 3 and a 1. He deserves to be in last. All right, Georgiana.
Well, since Ryder is right beside us,
Indeed.
ball. Target Ryder's boosters.
Oh, we're
Right.
playing like that?
Target them with what?
With the guns.
Oh, like for damage?
Oh, we're trying to attack me now.
Oh, you want me to do something?
You can do both. He has goo on him. It's going to give you a +2 for free, though.
All right, well, I don't want to destroy the mech. Can I do... I don't know what to combine this with. I want to do my bubblegum,
Okay.
but instead of like a ball, I wanted to turn it into like a parachute so that it drags behind him as he's trying to go faster.
Sure, I like that. Go for it. Alrighty, roll pilot Rider to avoid this. You just need to beat a 2. Alright, if you want to use the goo, you can, Georgiana, and it will effectively slow him down.
Oh, yeah. I'll use the goo.
Okay. So we'll just call this Bungee Gum. Alrighty, so it's not currently slowed, but can indeed be slowed in the future, should you choose to slow him. There's some goop basically on the backside that can at some point be used after he drops his bombs. You kind of and like fly around him, Georgiana, and then the other two are going to go ahead and get their turn. We'll start with the Star Streamer. Okay, once again, failed to get past your ice field. I'll have him take the damage. I rolled a 0 to go forward. Is that legal? I'll just use
my rolls now.
I'll just use the boost, and then his second action. Well, he's at 17, so that's just not so bad. I'll have him go a little further though. Okay, I lied. I lied. Ignore me. All right, Flare. Same thing. Same with you, buddy. Beat a 2. Nice. All right, and a fly forward. Nice. He got a 3. Cool. He's out of the ice field. Now he's going through the web field. What the Flare is going to do is, I'm going to say he needs to beat a 3. I think makes sense, but beat a 3, not meet a 3. So he needs to get a 4 or higher. He's basically trying to burn these webs down as he flies into this area and sees all these webs.
Oh, that's so.
That's so what, Georgiana?
I was gonna say that's so nice of him helping out everyone behind him.
Yeah, he rolled a -1, so not so much.
What did he do? Get his guns got caught in a web?
He doesn't want you to know, and you're 7 places in front of him, so you don't get to know.
Please tell me Ball can see the mayhem behind us.
Oh, indeed, he's very much enjoying while he's like blasting off and just doing what he can. There's various meteors and such that are kind of bouncing around inside here, and he's having to shoot those as well. All right, Nara and Aldris, what are we doing?
All right.
Life is Neum.
Where are we at?
You're 12. Once you hit 20, you get past the ice.
Ah.
My rolls are real bad.
I'm sorry.
Is there anything I can do to get past the ice other than right at 20?
You can roll something to basically melt a path in front of you if you wish. That could be craft. That could be craft. That can be shoot.
I'm gonna do crafts, and I'm gonna. I don't know. I can't think of what I was gonna say. I was like, I'm gonna hot dog. But what does that mean? Yeah, I'm gonna shoot a laser through the ice so that we can get through it.
All right, sounds good. I'll say for you personally, if you beat a 2, you'll make a path.
Whoa.
I think you did.
I just feel like I should get something extra for that roll.
You do.
That is max roll, isn't it?
You do. You rolled a 7. So that's going to give you a boost named Path Made, which has a free invoke on it. Aldris, if you want to boost, now's the time to do so.
Neum.
All right, 4. Do you wish to use these boosts?
Sure.
All right, so we'll use Path Made boost, which will bring you up to a 6. And then we'll use the NOS, doesn't go away, brings you up to an 8. So plus 8, you are now out of the ice field. Congratulations. You have entered this floaty planet. And as we're kind of moving around, I have no faith in the Jolly Jumbo. So I'm just going to keep doing what I can to make sure he can catch up to you guys. And of course, the 6, which was meant to get over the ice, I rolled a freaking 6. Okay, he got past it. Good job, buddy. You get a boost for that at least. Jumbo. I don't want to type his whole last name. And after they...
Just call him JJJ then.
JJJJJ. All right, Ryder.
Speed.
So I will say, Georgiana, if you want to invoke the bungee gum to basically subtract that by 2, because that's kind of what it is, you can do that, or when you're shooting him, however you want to use it. It is your invoke, so.
I can do it on his turn?
So specifically for this race, yes. Just because, and then the salt spray, Nara, if you ever want to like have the salt affect him, whether you shoot him or do something on Gazork, you're more than welcome to do so.
Okay, does he know it's there is the question.
Yeah, it's hard to miss.
Use it now.
So we'll move forward 2 places, and the bungee gum is mostly used up, but not entirely used up. She'll have to invoke it to make it work again. But you do move up just next to her, Ryder, and your second action.
Kabuto, burn this stuff off.
Alrighty. Roll me shoot. Just need to beat a 2. Alrighty, do you want to burn off the bungee gum or the some goo, baby?
Gum.
Alright, goodbye, bungee gum. Alright, speaking of Gazork, he's going to go ahead and overcome the ice with a 5. And he beat the shit out of it, so he gets a boost.
Go, bud.
Alright, as he's like postulating forward and attempting to get his body in motion. And that's what the boy do, though. He rolls a 5 to scoot forward. He's going to go ahead and take that. That's how we do it, baby. Georgiana and both of y'all kind of see Zork come up behind. He's just like, bleh, and he just kind of flies around the corner. His ass is like kind of bouncing off walls and such. And he's actually he's been saving up this lug just for the 2 of you. If I could have the both of you go ahead and roll me pilot, that'd be great.
Wow.
A 1 from Gigi and Mr. Ryder X, the unknown pilot, currently tied with the G, rolls a 3. I actually rolled something decent. Okay.
Okay, I'll just say that to the face.
Well, I do indeed have to split it because it's damage, so
No, I only have one fate point. I'll take it to the face.
fair enough. Okay. He's going to invoke the goo on Ryder to increase that by 2. So they'll bring it to an 8.
Wait, who's attacking me?
Gazork, the big worm.
Oh, what an asshole.
I know, right? What an absolute dungus. So he's going to bring it to an 8, then he's going to use his boost to bring it to a 10. And let's try to split this as evenly as we can. I'll put 6 on Ryder and 4 on Georgiana, so each of you take 3 shifts of damage.
Ow.
So he sprays acid over the 2 of you. You can see the pilots kind of hooping and hollering in his little crystal as they shoot forward to attempt to stop you. Georgiana, as you see this boy blast, what do you do?
Are Gazork's riders humanoid? Or are they slugs too?
They are humanoid. They have little eye stalks. They have 3 eye stalks. They're wearing very short shorts. As the what?
Short shorts, huh?
Yeah, incredibly short shorts. The closer they get, the more uncomfortable it looks.
Can I have Ball have me patch me into their, communicators?
Of course.
And then I would like to bombard them with a bunch of distracting, sexy compliments.
You are more than welcome to do so.
Who would that be? Rapport and networking?
Not networking. Definitely rapport. All right. I'm going to give him a +2 to this because that's a very odd way to attack someone. As you go ahead and we'll say dial on in, is this just a one-way communication?
I mean, they can talk back if they want. I don't see why it can't be both ways.
All right. They choose not to talk back and you just hear very interesting noises, we'll say. Return to Georgiana. Miss Martin, bark, 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 bark. As you are saying what you're saying. Why'd you roll? Oh, you're running. Probably move forward?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, these are getting worse and worse.
I know, right? Oh, no.
Welcome to my life.
I know, right? I'm waiting for all just to roll like 6s and like 7s back to back to back to catch up to you guys.
Please.
I know, right? Like, you do start off like really hot, and the dice are like, hey, Aldris, guess what, buddy? Noom! Alrighty. So, what kind of boost? What kind of invoke are we throwing on these guys? Distracted, basically?
Yeah.
So, you can tell, Georgiana, your sexiness transcends species. So, no matter what, they're like, ooh la la. You said something. Like, they sounded angry, but whatever you said to them was like, maybe. Okay.
Yes.
Maybe I liked that. I don't know.
Does it mean that the snail might be going like swervy sideways and bumping into stuff?
Potentially, yes. Potentially.
Yes.
All right.
I think he was already doing that, though.
The Star Streamer's not doing so good. I'm not going to have him take damage. I'll just have him slow down a little bit. All right. He's going to try to scoot forward with a 2. Okay. My God. You know what? I'm going to have him get out of the ice. Just 2 scoot forwards. There we go. All right. All right. He's now out of the ice. Is everyone out of the ice? Jumbo. Dude, you're at 17. Come on, buddy. Come on, man. What are you doing? Oh, so bullied. All right. The Flare is going to try to scoot forward as well. Almost everyone's in the planet except for Jumbo's Jolly Jammer. What are you doing, dude? All right, the Flare go ahead. He shoots forward, and the 2 of you are, I'll say the 2 of you are like in the lead enough that he's not really going to bother with y'all. He's going to create a boost for himself. I just need to beat a dose. He does not beat a dose. So rather than an aspect, he'll just get a boost. And it'll be lowercase because it's sad. There you go, dog. You tried. Aldris, Nar, what are y'all doing?
I'll try NOS.
Roll the
I'm
juice.
just going to be rolling pilot this whole time while Nara boosts me.
I mean, it's a legitimate strategy. Holy shit. Okay.
Jesus.
All right, that is 2 more free boosts for the NOS. Are we
I guess
boosting,
I'm
though?
going to go Neum.
Are we Newman, though, buddy?
Yep, we're using
All
one
right.
of them.
That's 6. All right, you're at 26. You're right behind Ryder, and you can now see Georgiana Aldris as the 2 of you scoot forward. All right, Jumbo, please, for the love of God, roll higher than a 2. He did, but this is only to overcome the ice. Please roll something decent to actually move forward, my friend. You rolled a 2 because. All right, let's go ahead and delete his. Yeah, I know, right? I'm gonna go ahead and delete that boost, give him +4 to get him out of the ice, meaning the ice is gone, but there is still webs.
I am so pleased my ice was that effective.
That was definitely more annoying than anticipated. Good job. He's going to attempt to boost his boosters successfully. He do be zooming, though. All right, the Jolly Jammer is attempting to catch up. Ryder, what do you got, bud?
I am going to speed ahead.
Got a 4.
Can I have the Kabuto charge up my boosters so I can shoot further ahead next round?
Definitely. I'll roll that at a +2 because I don't think you have a crafting skill for that. And she just needs to beat a 2.
Hey, I can't do that. That's not
That's-
fair.
That's not great. Sure, you can. You can boost yourself if you want. It's harder, of course, because you don't have the appropriate stats for it. All right, she was unable to do so, unfortunately. So sadly, nothing happens. I got a negative one.
Ouch.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I tried.
What happens when you roll stuff?
And well, I am technically her, so that's how it go. Okay, weirdly enough, almost everyone is tied. They're all at 22 and then 21 on Jumbo. So everyone point to Jumbo and laugh. Alrighty, Gazork is not really feeling all this nonsense. For his first trick, he's going to attempt to get the salt off. Gotta be 3. I do believe I did that, so the salt is now gone. He's currently distracted. Rather than just straight boosting forward, though. Now they're going to go forward. Not 4. Okay. Trying to catch up. GG.
Talk to me, ball baby.
What do you require of me, Georgiana?
How's it look?
Good. Ryder passed us again, and Aldris is right behind us.
Yeah, I know that asshole rider. Ugh. Are we still in a tight corridor?
Ryder X, technically, yes, for now.
And I will, And
It's
then
5, you're
can I-
34.
Can I do the ice thing again?
You want to do the ice thing again?
Yeah.
You may. It'll be a little harder this time to
No.
have the same effect. Everyone needs to get
shit.
everyone needs to get past 30 to get past it. I'll say you need to beat a 5 though to fully get it.
I don't have faith in my rolls right now.
This is true. We'll say you drop some ice, and I'll go ahead and just say one person get hit by this of your choice behind you, Georgiana. I'm just gonna put small ice and I'll put it next to you so you know what it is. Just kind of scoot off to the side. All right, let's roll for these nerds and try to scoot them up. All right, Trace. Both Georgiana and Ryder, the tunnels that you're flying down are getting thinner and thinner, but you know that the checkpoint is just up ahead. You are incredibly close now. Attempting to fly through the webs and such. The flare is probably going to try to burn whatever webs they
It's just
can.
a checkpoint.
Yeah, basically you have to hit every single checkpoint before you hit the end. The Star Streamer, though, is going to go ahead and as he's skedoodling forward, he's going to fire off something at Georgiana. Roll me pilot. This is an advantage, not damage.
That 1-8 roll was all my luck. You jinxed me.
You're welcome. Alrighty. Star Streamer. Oh, cool. This is the one that is just kind of normal. They fight you, you run into them quite a few times. They're not too strange. Basically, they fired off these like spears at you that when they get close, they kind of turn to chains and they wrap around various bits of your mech. So you're not chained down, but they are constraining you in very awkward ways to slow you down, basically.
Okay.
And then the flare is going to attempt to do their thing to scoot you on forward. And Nara, go ahead and think of what you're doing next, as it will indeed be your turn. All right, Aldris and Nara.
Georgiana, leave the room.
What?
I'm just kidding. Is Georgiana directly in front of us?
Directly in front of you is Ryder, and then directly in front of him is Georgiana. So I don't know if you can see. You guys are at 26, Ryder's 31, and Georgiana's 34. So they're actually pretty close to each other.
Oh, I see. I see now. It's not top to bottom. It's the pluses.
It's the plus, yeah.
All right. So I would like to debuff Ryder X. I shall also try stalling his engines.
Roll me some of that hack, though. And this is aimed at Ryder X,
Yeah.
not our captain. Okay. This is a whole new person.
So kind.
So kind. So go ahead and roll me that. All right. Well, you can't avoid hacking with pilot. I'm going to basically counter hack at +3.
Well, I'm going to use fate points
That's my
and
girl.
add +2.
Oh, no. Do you want to add
Yeah.
+2 to that, Ryder?
Yeah.
Yes.
No. I add another +2. It's +4.
You want to use both your fate points on that?
How many fate points do I have? 2?
You currently have 3.
Out here real
Yeah, I'll
desperate
use-
to stop me.
Look, I want to win.
You're going to use 2?
You're in like 4th place.
Oh, yeah. There's 2 people kind of in front of you right there.
You disappoint me, Ryder.
It's totally up to you, Nara, however you want to do it.
All right, what'll happen?
So if you tie, you give a boost to yourself. If you succeed, then you will put an aspect on Ryder. And you'll put a boost on yourself that is hacking related. So Aldrich can't use it to boost himself forward. If you put it on Ryder, next time you guys interact with Ryder, or I will say when he decides to use pilot, you can choose to subtract it by 2.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So to succeed, you would need to use a fate point. So you go down to 2. And then Ryder, if you want to counter it, you also need to go down. Well, actually, I would say with with the Kabuto, with her specialization, you could use that rider. Normally you can't counteract, obviously, but with this specifically, I would say you can. Nara, you should be at 2 fate points, but you're still
I'm at 2.
You're still tied. So if you want to use another one to actually beat him, you can, because you're both at 7 now.
That's fine. I'll accept what it is. I don't want to waste that many. There isn't really anything I can do, right?
No, I mean, you give yourself a boost, basically. One debuff isn't like, the end of the world, so.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. I'll give you a boost that's just like speedy hacking.
Okay.
And this can be used on anyone as long as it's hacking related. And now, Aldrist, we zooming?
More Neum.
More Neum, all right. Roll well, my friend. Are we using that Nas? All right, you are just ahead of Ryder, and you are right behind Georgiana. So we have, in case you can't see, Nara, we have run out of Nos, unfortunately, but we're still going.
Fine. I'll do that next time.
Wait,
all right, Jumbo.
When they run into the ice?
Only if Georgiana wants to use it.
Yeah, I think I'll hit Aldris.
Okay, that's fair. So that'll just basically subtract it by deuce, and then the small ice is gone. All right, so you are just barely behind Ryder as an ice just like spike explodes in front of you guys, causing you to kind of veer around it. Jumbo, as they're scooting on forward. I'm just going to keep scooting forward because they are doing horribly right now. And then I'll use Zoomin, because he indeed be a Zoomer. And that should give me 7. I'm at 31. Yes! He passes Aldris and he pulls up side next to Ryder. And Jolly's just waving at you.
He's the violent one, right?
He's the violent one that's been in last the entire time. He's finally catching up. Depressing. Ryder, what are you doing, bud?
Oh, that's scary. Zooming so I can get away from Violent Boy.
Sounds good. Has to Neum. There we go. You're on a 5. Hell yeah. All right. You take the lead. What's your second action?
Only Gazork can do some goo BB, right?
Yes, but it cost me a scene fate point for that one, unless he chooses to add more to it.
Okay. I'm going to fire a rocket at Gigi's jet engine to, like, fuck it up.
Okay. Is this for damage or advantage?
I'm trying to slow her down.
Okay. So go ahead and roll shoot. Georgiana, roll pilot. Holy shit, you rolled an 8. Alrighty. So that's going to be, unless she wants to, mess with that. All right. I'm just going to say engine issues, question mark. That's going to be 2 free invokes. And then moving up next, we're going to go ahead and have Star Streamer. This one.
I feel like we need to start messing with Jumbo and Star Streamer because they have no invokes on them.
Okay, there we go. All right, Star Streamer gets a total of 5 after rolling +6 to his dice. Let's ignore how bad that is. And Georgiana, you are technically chained and have engine issues. If you want, obviously, your boy can help with these, but you need to roll decently high to stop them.
My what boy?
Your ball.
Ball?
Yeah.
I was going to use a watermelon swirl to chainsaw the chains off.
Okay, that works.
And like that crazy swish, 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 swish.
Yeah.
Don't get anywhere near me.
That's weird, honestly. You think your stats are fairly equal there, so just roll either. Shoot, pilot. They're both fine. All right, you do need to beat a 2 to get it off. Or, if you want, you can get it off and just take 1 shift of damage.
Sure.
Okay, so you can succeed, but at a slight cost. All right, so you're able to actually just completely blast the chains off with your shwee of watermelon. Watermelon. Boosting forward. All right, do you wish to give her engine issues, Ryder? She's moving forward 6.
You call yourself your husband.
So you still move forward 4. I do call myself your husband.
So proud.
Thanks. I'm very proud. All right, we're going to have Gazork go, and he's going to zoom on forward. No, he's not. He rolled a 0. Okay.
It's my webs, right? It's coming in handy?
Yeah, clearly. Okay, he tried moving forward and basically accomplished nothing, so no one look at Gazork. He's full of shame right now. The flare will also try to go forward. Hey, he actually is going forward. Excellent. All right. As he will zoom toward you guys, yes?
How do we invoke the webs?
I would say you can tell me after we get to a certain spot, and if they want their boost to go lower, you can slow them down if you wish.
Okay.
Do you want to slow down the flare?
Yes.
All right. He is going to attempt to... Yeah, he's going to go ahead and attempt to create an advantage on both Georgiana and Ryder, as you guys are zooming on forward. Go ahead and both of you roll me pilot to avoid my 4, potentially higher. We shall see. 3 for Georgiana. Ryder X, 5. Okay, we're not going to mess with Ryder at all. That's just a big pile. Yeah, it's a big old pile of sad. I'm going to go ahead and put the debuff on you, Georgiana. I'm not going to use my boost. We'll just keep it as is. And it's only going to be 1 stack.
Wait, who did this?
the flare.
What a douche nozzle.
Indeed. All right. He sort of opens up and like a disc goes flying at you, Georgiana, and it seems to be attracted to you like magnetically and floating around you and it could any moment ram into you. You're not sure what it's doing, but you know exactly what it's attempting to accomplish. Back to the top of the order, we have speedy hacking, no more stacks of NOS, and it's Aldris's turn.
More nosses. Or I'm going to try anyway.
You can't fail this. You can either get some stacks or tons of stacks. So
This is
the story of a girl. Yeah, craft. Well, if you crafty helper, it'll automatically roll for you. Technically, that would have been a 9, I think, with crafty helper, because you're trying to boost the NOS.
Yeah,
actually,
sorry.
Well, hold up. No, hold up. Technically, this could actually be better. With crafty helper, if you succeed with style when you're creating an advantage, you get 3 free invokes instead. So because you didn't use the other one and you actually rolled really, really high, he actually gets 3 free invokes.
Nice.
So you are basically free to do whatever you want for 3 turns, Nara, because he has 3 whole boosts. Aldris, I wonder what you're doing.
I wonder what button I've been pressing this whole time. The bad one, apparently. I'm going to use a fate point to
Aldris,
reroll
come
that
on. You gotta
Reroll
help
I
me
can't
out
help it.
here.
The game hates me.
Please, I'm working so hard.
Is that the same roll?
The game's being mean.
Actually.
Oh, it took it a second to update.
Yeah, okay. So
It was still a 1 when I clicked on it. It changed.
Yeah,
Hey,
same.
Aldris.
That's +4.
And then I'll use the
Aldris.
speed. I can't help it. The game hates me.
Do you feel like maybe I should just be mean to everybody else?
I mean, maybe. That might work. Up to you.
Considering you have 3 boosts you're sitting on, you can kind of go nutso now. Alrighty, seeing that you are in the lead, Georgiana, Jumbo's Jolly Jammer is going to attempt to damage you, and the mouth kind of begins to charge.
I invoke my webs.
You invoke webs. Okay, we'll say this will bork with his roll, but roll me pilot to go ahead and dodge my 2.
Oh my god.
You invoke webs. He misses. So as he's flying towards you, he kind of gets stuck in one of the webs at the last second, and his ship kind of turns aside. The laser just like against the side of the rock, and he just completely misses and moves on forward.
Not scary at all.
Not scary at all.
Song.
Ryder,
Si, senor.
what are you doing, bud?
You know, just chilling in my ship.
All right. You hear an explosion behind you as someone missed.
I'm zooming because I want to
All right.
get out of there.
Ryder is the first to leave this husk of a planet. And looking about you, you
And what
see...
you don't know is I
Yeah?
shoot 4 bombs at the exit.
And are these intended for specific targets, or...
Whoever passed through it, I ignite it, and it blows up and damaging them. First person who goes through.
First person, sure.
Good luck.
That requires a much slower roll, then. Go ahead and roll shoot. All right. I will say that is indeed enough. I'll call it a timed bomb, and you just say
Boom.
who you want to use. I'll put it next to you, so you remember it. I'll put it just above you. So whenever you want to pop that timed bomb, you just let me know.
Domino, shoot the bombs out.
Of course, Ryder. These should be most sufficient. Gazorp is suddenly doing not so great, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll for my guy. All right, buddy, I believe in you. How distracted are you is the question. Slightly. Georgiana, what you got?
Paul, can you fix the engine issues?
Of course.
All right, he needs to beat a 3. And he did. All right, engine issues. Guess what? Not anymore.
I wonder if he fixed it.
All right, things are feeling better, Georgiana.
Yeah, I invoke. I'm just kidding.
All right, she is at 40. Technically, she's going to be the first to hit this upon leaving.
As in, she did pass it?
Well, not necessarily. She's technically like right next to / behind you. So realistically, it's her next roll. Awkwardly.
Well,
Awkward turtle.
I'll just could get lucky and roll a 7.
Yeah.
True.
So could Jumbo.
True.
Why is Jumbo catching up?
Because he's been really
really
unlucky for quite some time. Alrighty, I'll just what you got.
So I want to use my speedy hacking
Okay.
to do an emergency shutdown of Georgiana's systems.
Okay.
If Ryder beats me, you and I will not be talking.
All right, she is
Hey, he
just
doesn't control the fate of the dice.
he is just beyond in the distance. Go ahead and roll me hack. All right, and Ball will attempt to contest that.
I'm going to use
Ball
a fate point.
destroys your hacking skills.
Well, so you
Ball had a whole planet to himself.
you use the speedy hacking, so you actually
You're
both
next, Ryder. Don't look so smug.
All right, so you actually both have 6, so you technically tied. Nara.
Okay.
I should have been more like, your hacking skills are not good.
Insufficient.
All right, so
Insufficient.
if you wish to use a point, you can very much mess with her systems. It'll be only 1 free invoke, though. Up to you.
So if I don't,
You get a boost, which will just be basically you get that boost back, the hack boost.
no, I'm gonna debuffer.
Okay, so go ahead and use 1 fate point. I'll just put wonky systems, and that's 1 stack on the G.
Do I recognize Nara's work when I see it?
Ball might, but he doesn't let you know. He just thinks something's wrong with the system, and he's trying his best to stop it. All right, Aldris, we zoom in.
Okay, not Newman. Life is pain.
I saw the 6 and got excited for a second.
So first and foremost, the Star Streamer is going to attempt to boost itself, and it won't do anything, unfortunately. I'm gonna use a fate point to give him some juice. If the 2 of you don't mind, Georgiana and Ryder, go ahead and roll me some pilot. Okay, 6.
Of course, I wasted a good roll.
I know,
Wait,
right?
what am I rolling pilot for?
Pilot. He is
What's a
attempting.
good roll?
He's attempting to blast some ass. All right, I'll go ahead and use the charge because why the? No, actually, wait. What did I roll? I rolled a 3. Yeah, we'll use the charge. Okay, so he's going to blast off at the 2 of you, Georgiana and Ryder. Seeing Georgiana's expertise in piloting, he's going to basically redirect this instead directly to you, Ryder. So I rolled a 5 against your 3 pilot. Effectively, what's happening is these like spears are shooting out to kind of the same thing as Georgiana. Not necessarily chain you down, but like wrap around your mech to kind of like pull you down and slow you down. So it's not damage, it's just an aspect.
Or
Or,
I can use a fate point.
do you want to?
Yes.
Or remove the spear chains? Go ahead and use a FUT point. And you're able to pilot your way around this. Instead, I'll just boost Star. So he fails, but he'll get a boost for next time. Speaking of using fate point, Ryder, you're next. What are you doing?
Zoom in.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Make my heart go.
Boom.
A supernova girl.
Supernova girl.
We all know. Excellent.
I'm starting to want to watch that movie again.
All right, you zoom forward, Ryder. What is your second action?
I'm going to shoot some missiles at Star Streamer because he's an asshole.
For damage?
This is for damage.
Go for it. I'm going to roll my pilot, which is Trace.
It makes sense because he's in a tunnel. I'm out of the tunnel.
True.
You also have to shoot around all of us.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
You kind of fire off some back missiles, and unfortunately, the copter wasn't really able to make a connection. So he tries to get around and sadly succeeds. The flare is just going to go ahead and also do the same. Zoomy, zoomy, zoomy.
What
So-
you trying to do?
Just catch up because he's doing awfully.
Webs.
Georgia. Okay, wow, pathetic. All right, Georgiana. Damn, I rolled a 0 and a 4, and you give me -1. Pain, actual pain. Alrighty, Georgiana, what you got?
Can I use Ball's turn to create like a moment of silence to give me like a focused speed?
You very much can, yeah. Maybe. I'll say I'll have him shoot around you to like clear the way. It didn't succeed, so I'll give you a boost. So I'll just name it semi-clear, and it's a boost.
All right. Zooming forward.
All right. Do you wish to use your bomb, Ryder?
Don't worry, Gigi. This one's not for you.
All right.
Okay.
Do you care about the boost now, or you can use it for later?
I think I'll use it for later.
So you move up 3 spaces. We'll keep the wonky system magnet disc just right where it is, and you got your semi-clear boost.
Need me with the magnetist up a little bit, actually.
I could, but
Triggered by that overlap.
get triggered. All right, Jumbo, the boy, is gonna go ahead and try to zoom me on forward. Dear God,
Webs.
he's just dropped. Oh my God, he has a 2. -2 is 0. Okay, so he runs into the remaining webs and just completely goes nowhere, and everyone just laughs at Jumbo. He is trying so hard, and you were just not letting him move forward, and that's okay because he's kind of a dick. Fully acceptable. All right, Gazork, my dude, we need to move forward. Alrighty, Nara, Aldris.
Oh, thank you, husband.
You're
I
welcome.
want to debuff Ryder. Actually, who's in the lead?
Georgiana Ryder like neck and neck, 42 and 43.
Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
Also, Georgiana has 2 debuffs on her. Ryder has none. He has the sticky goo. That's it.
But I just want to, be equal. Show everybody that I hate them. all
Wow.
Equally,
I'm
that's
just
fair.
kidding. I don't hate anybody. I love everyone here.
Such lies.
You're my family, and that's why
Those
competition
stories
is
aren't gonna work right
cutthroat.
now.
Are you sure? Are
Nope,
you sure?
not right now.
Oh, are you sure?
Very.
It's okay. Someone's getting water poured on their electronics when we get back.
I debuffed Georgiana.
Okay.
No, actually, my feelings are almost hurt. I'm gonna use one of my. Is it a free invoke?
What are you trying to do?
I want to debuff Georgiana.
If you want to do that, Georgiana is the only one that has debuffs on her currently. You could definitely use wonky systems to make that worse.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
She's
I'm
currently in the
going-
lead, so that makes sense.
I'm gonna put a debuff on Ryder.
Okay.
Actually, just,
Sure. Roll
just
hack.
so that he has something on him.
And then I'll roll +3 to counter hack using the Kabuto.
Of course.
All right. It is just one debuff. I'll just say also wonk assist.
Yeah.
Are we zooming though?
That's my life.
All right.
Not so new.
That's
You're
that's
killing
need a plus.
me.
That's a +5. You are actually.
Bomb goes off.
Are you using the bomb here?
Yes.
Okay, that is fair. Considering he would basically be in the lead.
Also
Alrighty.
because Nara hacked me.
Well, don't worry. You're
Fair.
gonna go a little slower in just a second.
So instead, Aldris, you're at 41, 42 for Ryder, and 43 for Georgiana. So you three are right next to each other as Aldris, you also leave this tunneled planet. Up ahead of you guys is basically, now that you can see clearer after you kind of shot each other a couple times, is effectively a minefield. This is going to be relatively difficult to fly through. Fortunately, all of you are competent pilots, so don't bump into anything. You need to collect 3 checkpoints effectively, and of course they're in the absolute worst locations. So realistically, you can kind of do and use whatever you need to sort of propel yourself forward. And
I don't want anybody to die.
Of course not. There will be a unique way to grab each, and you basically cannot progress until you do so. So it won't just be fly forward and win. It is something specific once you get to it. First, though, who's in last? Jumbo! Buddy, you want to roll decently today? A 5 and a 2. He rolled a 7. Suddenly, he's also out of the planet and next to Aldris. Hey there, bud. How you doing?
You kidding
I'll
me?
shank him.
Jumbo was about to drop out of the race, but instead he pulls up right next to Aldris, and that big dumb face just smiles at you.
He still has
Already.
googly eyes.
He does indeed have googly eyes, and he has no idea how to get them off. Ryder,
Hello.
what you got, bud?
Zoom in.
I will say basically once you get to 50 is when you need to collect these things, and then you cannot go past 50. And then after that is the finish line.
Can you fix this bug that's on our ship?
I can most definitely attempt to do so, Ryder. All right, so we need
Thank
to
you.
beat a 3, so 4 or higher, to completely remove it.
That's
was
my
actually-
girl.
So yes,
High five, Kabuto.
she was a mechanical hand is spawned from your ship and gives you a high five. So Ryder, you're in a decent position. All right, and everyone else is just attempting to catch up. All right, Star Streamer, buddy, this is your moment. A 4, a 3. The Star Streamer has also moved out
He's
forward.
a little close to us.
All right, catching up, super catching up actually. And then we got the
GG,
big shit we
watch
gotta deal
out.
with. All right, Gigi, they're right behind you. They're catching up.
Psst, Ball!
Yes,
Did you hear what I said to that slug man?
I did.
Go do that to Kabuto.
You know, this Jumbo Jolly guy is not very violent so far.
You guys are way ahead of him. He's rolling horribly. He's trying his hardest.
He's tied with Aldris.
Finally, yes.
Because Gazorp is actually Gazorp and the Flare are in last place.
Indeed. I'm basically just going to roll 3 against 3 to create an advantage on Ryder. So this is going to be Ball attempting to do something. 4. And then the Kabuto attempting to basically resist it. 3. So that's effectively going to create a distracted system aspect on you, Ryder.
Oh, I thought she said she was doing it to someone else.
No, to Kabuto.
Oh,
I wanted the robot man to flirt with the robot girl.
He definitely didn't flirt. You're not really sure what he said.
don't you dare flirt with my girl.
He definitely didn't flirt. I
He
will say
sent
that
a lot
much.
of
Your
ones
girl?
and zeros.
Yes.
Your girl?
My,
Meaning I'm sorry. You were
listen,
awfully
He always calls her his
mean
girl.
to me
It's like a
about robots.
It's
And
like
yet
a
here
boat.
you are with your AI girlfriend?
not my girlfriend. She's just my girl.
Uh-huh. A likely story. Carry on.
Your second action, Georgiana, is zooming forward.
Yep. I'll use my semi-clear boost.
That will bring you to 50, meaning you now need to collect these 3 doodads until you can move forward.
And how does that work?
Basically, you cannot just pilot directly into them. It is fortunately for you, you have Barnstormer, so it's going to be a little bit easier. But for everybody else, there is effectively just a mass of these bombs, and you need to clear them, and each of you need to grab your own. So they're like color-coded. So yours are pink.
So I need to blow them up?
If you want to blow it, yeah, however you want to do it. All right, everyone has joined the Outward Arena. Nara.
We're going to have to grab that target, though, right?
Indeed. So where you currently are, you don't need to be at 50 to grab them. You just cannot go past 50 until you have grabbed them.
Would you prefer Nos or me to Crafty Helper to craft something that can get that target for us?
You can craft something. I'll believe in my rolls once.
Only
once, though.
Only once. How big is the target?
Yeah, they're a little larger than a person, but just barely. And they'll once you get near them, like a collectible in like a in a Spyro-esque game, it'll just float around your ship.
Would I be able to use one of my drones to bring it to us?
Yes, but you need to roll pretty high, and if you roll low, your drone will just explode.
My drone will explode?
Oh yeah, 100%.
But not the target.
The target should be indestructible, theoretically.
All right, I mean, I have plenty of
So this is
drones,
what we're
it's
trying to
fine.
collect through the minefield?
Yeah, we're trying to get 3 of these.
That's fine. I'm going to try. I have more than one drone in my arsenal. I'll just go ahead and try and do that.
Okay, so you're just outright trying to collect it?
Yeah, I'm just out trying to collect it.
From this distance, as to not spring this on you, it will be difficult. So depending on what you guys set up prior, the difficulty will range anywhere from like a 3 to a 5. From
what we
this,
set up prior?
Yeah, so if you make any invokes for yourself, or Aldris, if you were to do anything with your magic or something to help her grab it, or vice versa, you guys can definitely do that. Since you're the first grabbing it, I'll be very clear that you probably want to boost each other, or help each other, or do something with the surroundings. I'm trying to say anything too directly in order to grab it so that you don't attempt and then just fail.
Do you mean like Aldris will have to help me grab it?
I'm sorry, the answer is slightly vague. I don't want to tell you how to do it because it just gives you one for free. So
Right.
Basically, if you do something that makes it easier for him to grab it, yay. Or if he does something that makes it easier for you to grab it, then yay.
You're trying to send like a drone out to go grab it,
Yeah. Little spider drone.
and there's a bunch of mines around it.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, because I feel like it would be easier for us to take it, because the drone can navigate itself around the mines.
Yeah.
I feel like you could do that and just let it slowly work its way towards one while Aldris heads for another.
How many targets are there?
3.
All right, Aldris, what do you want to do?
Can I doesn't make much sense to make a bunch of wind in space.
Actually,
Wind, no, but what does wind do?
I was just gonna try to push some of the mines out of the way so it's easier to navigate around them.
That's much better,
The drone?
yes. Yeah, definitely. So basically, if you clear a zone for her to get in there with her drone, that would 100% work.
Yeah.
Because you're just trying to clear away. Like I said, you're kind of far. Getting closer would help a little bit, but you can still do your thing. If you roll me Arcana and roll a 3, you'll create the aspect.
Does everyone have to be 50 to start?
Oh my god.
No, you can't go past 50. All right, if you want to boost it, you can. Up to you. Okay, so with that, I'll just make a temporary aspect for you, Nara. So I'll give you a plus 3, a plus 2, or a reroll. You need to beat a 4 with your craft.
All right, is it
Beat a 4.
crafts or crafty helper?
Crafting, because you're trying to overcome something, not help somebody.
Oh,
Whoa!
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Fair enough.
Jeez, I feel like my rolls have been not awful this time around, and yet.
Oh, excellent. Okay, you went from -1 to a 6. Was that your last fate point, or do you have one left?
It was my last fate point, but don't worry, I love to take risks.
So question. You don't have to use your fate point. You could have used his boost if you wanted to.
Oh,
So
I'll do that.
You can keep your fate point. You can use his boost to reroll, which you just did. You went from a -1 to a 6.
Look, that was a good reroll, actually.
That was a fantastic reroll, actually.
I'll absolutely do
Teamwork.
that.
Exactly.
Teamwork, high five.
You've collected 1. So, effectively what happens is you clear the way for the bombs, Aldris, and her little mech is flies in, kind of slowly moves around, is able to grab this thing, and it kind of gyrates around it, and then he flies it back to Aldris as you guys kind of slowly hover on by, and you have indeed collected your first. The other folks see they need to be basically doing the same thing, but that's not fun. Let's be mean instead.
Rude.
Precisely. Seeing that you have collected your Georgiana is the furthest, so instead, Jumbo's just gonna fly at you, but he's gonna have to like catch up to you first. He's going to roll Neumes. Okay, you know what, Jumbo? Just stop. Alrighty, Georgiana, go ahead and roll me some of that pilot. He's going to attempt to damage you as he charges up his laser again, rolling an absolutely pathetic 2. Jumbo Jolly Jammer, there's a reason why you don't go to any of these races. Can't imagine what that is. Ryder, you're up, bud. You need to collect 3 of these doodads. How you going to do it?
Oh, I have my ways.
All right.
You see, my ship not only is just cool looking,
Indeed.
it also has attached a super awesome gizmo called my third arm. AKA,
Okay.
it's like my arm, but it's on the ship, so then I can grab shit with it and turn it into a sword and other stuff.
Indeed.
So I'm going to fly in, I'm going to pilot, and then I'm going to use Kabuto's action to try to grab one. Pretty much, like, I want to use the claw to, like, grab one.
To create the advantage, maybe the claw can like help clear the way to make it easier for you to fly in and then grab it. That will effectively just be claw, beat a 3 with shoot, and then piloting, you'll have the reroll or the +2, so that should be much easier.
Great.
So you don't have any rerolls, but you do have your fate point if you wish to use that. This is basically the claw moving in to get it out. So you need to beat a 3.
I'm going to use my claw to push a mine towards Gigi.
Okay, that's very much something you can attempt to do.
But not like at her, like not at her ship, at a few mines like in front of her.
Yeah, to make it hard. Okay, go ahead and roll shoot, and then because there are so many mines, I'll just say probably beat a 2 to create it.
Nice and low.
I'll make the aspects surrounding mines, so basically when she's trying to grab them, she now has that to contend with. That's fun. Which of course you can interact with it any way you want to. Georgiana won't tell you how to do it. You have many unique ways of messing with these things, and
I have an idea, but I'm trying to figure out an appropriate lollipop.
I know what you're gonna try to do. So
What do you mean?
I can't say it. I can feel it. Maybe.
There's no way you know.
Okay, cool. Then surprise me. I can't wait. I'm gonna go ahead and have the Zork just move because he's doing awfully. Yeah, +4. For now, since you guys are trying to figure out like what to do, I'm just gonna have each of them just closer to their target, and then I'll have them attack.
So I'm trying to figure out what lollipop works with a magnet. I don't know, but I want to basically grab a magnet, zoom by whip it by the nearby mines, and then toss it at Jolly, so that the mines follow the magnet into Jolly.
Jesus. Okay, that's definitely gonna be 2 rolls. Okay, so this won't collect your thing, but you'll attack Jolly.
Okay. So, did you expect me to do that?
No, actually. I was expecting something else. She raspberried, by the way. You definitely didn't hear that.
Heard a little bit of it.
Okay, cool.
Very
Excellent.
start.
Okay. To collect all these mines without hurting yourself, you're going to need to beat a 3.
Pilot?
All right. You're able to fly over and basically collect enough magnets around your little orb so you can collect it later, but you pulled enough out that it's going to be much easier for you to get in there.
Excellent.
And they're kind of hovering behind you.
And then shoot, I guess?
You're shooting at Jolly Jumbo?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use the magnet disc to kind of mess up your attack a little bit. All that will do is make him take 1 shift of damage rather than 3. So your bombs hurl towards him, but all the extra magnetic interference causes it to kind of like and he's able to sort of fly between them. He still takes a little bit of like hull damage, but nothing too crazy. Alrighty, back at the top of the order, starting with Aldris. You already have 1 of yours. What do you do next? You see 2 more in the distance.
Feel like we should get some distance and then probably grab another one.
First off, Aldris,
Uh-huh.
not acceptable.
Bad.
Deal with it.
You have 41. Calm down.
Yeah, I'll make your guys' bottom buff collected.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna fly forward a bit so we're not too far behind everyone else.
Sounds like a plan. Alright, +3.
Could I send a few more drones out to like make a pathway?
Basically have them move down to like move the mines out of the way.
Yeah.
A little dangerous, but you definitely can. You need to beat a 3.
Is that
That's just
craft?
craft. Just craft, yep. Craft is basically you sending out one of your boys.
I'll use a fate point.
Okay. That'll bring you up to a 4. So you did indeed beat it. To make this more clear, I'm going to say open target and just put that next to you to remind you that it's open, meaning people can enter here if they wish. So the next individual that's going to go ahead and move forward, Jumbo's Jolly Jammer doesn't like being attacked by you, Georgiana, so he's just going to outright move towards you and charge that big smile to shoot you in the face. Roll me pilot to
With
dodge.
googly eyes.
With googly eyes. All right, he's going to use the wonky systems, and he's going to use the surrounding mines, and by triggering both of those, you'll take 4 shifts of damage. So he'll blast a laser at you, which unfortunately triggers some of the mines around you, causing more side damage to you, GG. Maybe Jumbo wants revenge for you actually beating him in a race, so this time, he just wants to cause some
I think
hurt.
that would be all the time.
You
then.
said she takes 4?
4 shifts, correct.
All
And
right.
then it's Ryder's turn.
Virtually everybody can collect these now?
Yeah.
So I'm going to have her shoot some bombs out of my way so I can fly in.
Okay. Because this is a very direct approach, I'm going to say she needs to beat 3, but it will give you an advantage. It's because you tied, if you want, you can choose to take 1 shift of damage and have it succeed instead.
Fine, I'll take 2.
Okay. So this means that you indeed succeed, and instead, you now have the open target. You can roll your pilot. Once again, you need
I
to...
can fly and go grab it.
Yeah, so basically she's shot around them. Like I said, you pushed yourself to make sure you succeeded, and you did. You need to beat a 4, but she gives you a free +2, so you have a 6. Meaning, good sir, you've collected your first one. As There you go. So clear the way with some shots, fly on in, sneak it, and fly on out. So she clears the way for you, and you do just that. You've collected your first one, Ryder. It is a dark red as it rotates and like boom, 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 boom around your ship. Alrighty, seeing that you have indeed collected one as well, Gazork is going to fire his juices at you, good sir, as a
GG,
great
we're the
advantage.
only ones that are damaged right now.
Go ahead and roll pilot to dodge this. It's not damage, Ryder. It's to create an advantage. He's trying to
Holy
put more goo on you.
fudge.
Of course, I roll high when I'm not flying. I've been rolling 2s and 1s this entire time.
Welcome to my life.
Okay, all that's going to do is put 1 stack of the goo baby on you. That's it. All right, Georgiana.
Can I have Ball send out a magnetized boomerang at another one?
Got a separate one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't care where it goes. I just want it to attract bombs elsewhere.
Roll me shoot. Need to beat a 3. All right, do you have any more fate points? Do you
Fate
want to...
point.
Or you can choose to take damage to have it succeed.
Fate point.
Fate point, okay. So that is indeed a 5. You technically have 2 open targets now.
All right, and then I'm going to go for the first target. Also, would that not have taken care of the surrounding mines or no?
So you're able to fire off this like magnetic boomerang and it kind of pulls some of the bombs off, which strips a second one. You have 2 that are going to be easier to grab.
Excellent.
So if you want to roll pilot to fly by it, you can. You need to, once again, beat
Wow.
a 3. All right, do you have anything to invoke or nay? And I don't
No.
think so. No? Okay. All that means, Georgiana, is you fly by and you're unable to grab them. They're relatively clear. You just couldn't get close enough. Maybe in fear of the surrounding mines. As you cleared them, you don't take damage, but you were unable to grab it, unfortunately.
Can I grab it and take damage?
If you wish to grab it, you'll take 2 shifts.
Done.
You've collected 1, and you have 1 open target. All right, you fly a little too close for comfort. Ball is recommending you don't, but you take a risk and don't listen, and you go ahead and just fly on in and grab your first target, GG. Unsurprisingly, it is a bright pink as it rotates around your rocket. Alrighty, we have the flare and the star streamer. Let's see. Mr. Aldris, go ahead and roll me pilot. He's going to attempt to chain you
Not
down.
again.
Dear God, I rolled a -3, my friend. I think you're fine. All right, I'm going to use my boost star to reroll that and see what happens. Because plus dose ain't going to do shit. Dope.
Ah,
All right, so instead we'll create an advantage of swirling chains as they fire off towards you. There are now 2 of these flying around you, all just slowing you down. All right, and the flare will see this potential advantage and attempt to attack you, Aldris. Once again, roll me some of that pilot to dodge.
Nice. Only
Excellent.
negative.
All right, he'll use that swirling chain to bring it to a 6, and you'll take 4 shifts of damage as the flare opens up on you, and in his Bakugan brawler form, he'll kind of just like open up, and these like arms kind of come out, but they detach like boomerangs. They fly at you and they just like surround your ship. Just strike from the left, strike from the right, and trying to like move and turn around them, but they're hitting you from like every angle. All right, technically the three of you are tied, but I'll use Aldous being the furthest behind to say he goes first next time. So we'll go ahead and pause there.